Hey there, my fellow Sagittarians. Thanks for joining me. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm doing a Sagittarian 2020. It just doesn't flow for me yet. Love reading, relationship, sex type reading. So here we go. I'm using the Tarot of Sexual Magic. It's a really fun deck. I don't get any money, so for saying anything, basically, which is not surprising that people don't want to pay for me to talk. All right, let's jump into it. It's on the bottom here. Knight of Cups. So fantasizing about someone, crushing on someone, but someone offering love, someone coming in, offering love. In these readings, don't get hung up on gender. Just you have to go with your gut and what makes sense for your particular situation. So I just sort of read from my perspective, but that doesn't mean you can't shift things to fit with you if they're resonating. So wanting someone to come in, it's interesting. I get the sense that you want someone to come to you. You don't want to put yourself out there. And speaking of stereotypical gender roles, I think it is difficult to, I think, from a cisgendered heterosexual female's perspective, it's hard to put yourself out there and not, you want the guy to pursue you, to come to you a lot of the time. Not all the time, but I don't know. For me, I do have that. Like, I would like someone to step up and make the effort, but it's really bullshit, because why should someone else make all the effort? I don't know. Or, okay, so here's the feeling too, that both of you are doing the same thing, so nothing's happening because you're both waiting for the other person to do something. Fuck gender, whatever. Just you're, and so you're both like, I wish they, and also like you feel as though you've put yourself out there and they're not responding, and vice versa. But you guys, neither of you are being obvious enough that you know how a situation happens and after you're like, were they hitting on me? How should I obsess about it? How did they mean this? Did they mean that? Am I reading too much? Am I not reading enough? Am I being completely oblivious and obtuse? Like, what's going on here? So I think there's a lot of, um, there's a connection, and for whatever reason, it could be that someone's still with someone else. And it's just some sort of connection. So I'm wondering, I'm kind of getting the feeling that there's been that with someone, and one of you was not available, if not both, but I feel like one of you wasn't available. And they become available. But they don't know what to do. And you don't know what to do because you're not sure if it was really there or not. They may be a little gun shy about getting into something again, or if you just broke up with someone, or or there's something, maybe it would be a different relationship, like an age gap, or a boss, or a coworker, or so, I don't know, like someone who was dating a friend of yours, or there's something about it where you're like, you want to, it's hard to even go there on the, I can't, it's hard to explain. It's a lot of sexual tension, but both of you are being pussies. I'm just gonna say it that way. Like, wussies, or I guess that's the right word to say. You're just being, just both of you are afraid to put yourself out there, so nothing's happening, which is unsaggy, but not if you've been hurt in the past. And maybe it's a friendship relationship, so just plain, for probably most of you, just plain don't want to screw up a friendship. Or you're just comfortable in that zone, so to take it to the next level, it just, I don't know. You know what I mean. And a drink of water. Okay. Knight of Swords. So this requires a change in thinking, a change in perspective. And the Wheel. Yeah, so I want to move this candle, I think, so we can see it. I'm going to burn my plant. Is that too crowded? Maybe here? Yeah, that's better. I just want to be able to see it. Your fortune is changing. An opportunity presents itself. And could be an air sign, but who knows? People's birth charts and astrology are so complicated. It's hard to just go by one sign. He's a change in thinking. This is the Knight of Swords, so lots of mental energy going towards this situation, like I was just describing. Well, what if this, and what if that, and what if this, and a whole lot of going on in the head and not much else happening, no action. Yeah, and you feel like for some reason, you can see the people watching, you feel as though this will turn some heads, this relationship. And it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. You're both single, you're both free, but there's something you wouldn't want it to be visible until you really knew that it was going to be something. Does that make sense? All right, let's see what these other two are. 5 of Wands. And what's it? And the Ace of Wands. Okay. Yeah, being with this person is going to cause some strife. Or maybe there's competition. This is a card of competition. But for some reason, someone's going to be watching this situation. Maybe it's just your ex, but I don't really feel that way. I feel that, I just feel like it's been a long time coming. And for some reason, some people are just going to have an opinion, and they always do. But it is, okay, so you guys, however it happens, do finally take action and come together. And it's hot because it's Ace of Wands. So it's super passionate, super honeymoon period card. You didn't think you could feel like this again. And I think it's really scary. Does it look like there are 2 people in that fire, or is that a window? I can't tell. All right, so it happens, guys. Maybe 5 May, or on the 5th of a month, or Not sure. Let's see. The Hermit. Kind of what I'm getting is that maybe it sort of seemed like you were going to date this person before, and then they ended up being with someone else, probably because whatever this thing, I don't know what it is in your situation that kind of you want to keep it on the down low. It was like a more acceptable, easy, it was like easier. And so it was kind of like, it didn't hurt either one of you because you guys weren't all together, but it was on both of your minds. And then so one of you just sort of stood back as that relationship was going on. But now things have come full circle and it's your turn. Once you guys can get out of your heads and let it happen. And here's this passion. Because this is sorry, I picked up the wrong card. Because this is what I feel like when they were together. I'm almost reading it now in a direct line. When they were together, because everyone's being watched in this row. It's like you had to watch their relationship. And you were the person over here like, okay, but you're still holding a candle for them, a torch for them. That's what it's called. And then things change. Things are always changing. Things change. And this time, you guys don't wait. Oh, wow. Justice. For some of you, you could be getting a divorce and you want to be careful. There's nothing that could be used in court because the other person's watching. So hopefully that's not for a lot of us because that sucks. Oh, I know too. Maybe you really felt like someone stole them from you. Or like maybe in your group of friends, because there is like maybe in your group of friends, you guys both, maybe someone knew that there was something there and they sort of came in and whatever started with this person, and you really saw their true colors because it was a dick move. It wasn't cool. Let's just leave it at that. It wasn't like, oh well, I don't know. There was something about it that you saw this person's true character. Like maybe they're a little jealous of you and they're like, oh, they're like throwing themselves all over this person. It just didn't work out because it wasn't genuine. And so now that, and I think there was fear there keeping you guys apart because of the intense connection. But that's all coming around. So the Wheel of Fortune has it coming around. The Ace of Wands is this new beginning. They are coming in now. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if the Knight's the king in this deck. I can't remember. Wow, you have, right in a row, you have the Knave of Wands, the Knave of Chalices, and the Knight of Cups. Knight of Chalices. So that's messages and offers coming in. But once you guys do get together, there's a little bit of karmic justice coming. I'm seeing that as well. I'm not sure if this is, I can't remember if they have kings or if it's knaves. Let's see if I can see really quickly because I want to, yeah, though they do have a king. Do they have queens though? Yeah. King, queen. So it must be page, page and cup. Oh, got it. Got it. Yes. So lots. Once you guys get together, it's message of passion, of strong emotional love, and this coming in and offering of the cup that we saw at the bottom. This does come. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be an affair in the old-fashioned sense of the word, not like extramarital affair, but a first it may have like an I keep saying like, I'm sorry, someone told me it's super annoying. I apologize. It's it's it has an expiration date. It's for some reason it's known from the get-go, the get-go that it's finite. For some of you, not for everyone, but for some of you, I just see this, I don't know, like you guys just couldn't stay away from each other, and you're going to have this period together, um, and just enjoy it while you can. Or maybe going into the relationship, that's your approach. We don't know where this is going to end up. Let's just see how it goes. And by virtue of not placing expectations on it, it I feel like it for those of you that it's not finite, um it ends up being a connection so deep you just couldn't imagine it. And back to the beginning, that's what that barrier is in the first place, because on some level you know that this is it. And it's am I really ready for this? Is this, because this is it. This is going to be the last one. This is going to be my person. Um, and it's a big deal. So, okay, well, that was your 2020 love reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.